we are back. So, last we left off, the crew has found themselves in a bit of a predicament. Mainly, they split the party. Oh, did they split it? Um, Zune, or Crintel, and Velree had found themselves within the house of Zhao Gin, a infamous drow household, influential within Silver Dry, that apparently is much more than just your average mansion or abode within the twinkling city here. As it was revealed, as Zune was to be sacrificed by his mother, as he attempted to escape, numbers of arcane wards in place, preventing one from traveling outside of the household, possibly traveling into the household as well by magical means, seems to be probably not happening. In addition to that, Zune attempted to kill himself through the use of the curse that was placed on his body by the champion, who apparently your mother knows who you're talking about. And it didn't work. Not sure why it didn't work, but it didn't work. And even though Velree slew many of the household guard within this entry area, who knows how many might reside within this fortress, um, ultimately, the two of you were taken. You were beaten. You were not killed, but you were taken, dragged away. Velree was rendered unconscious, beaten into unconsciousness after what she did, ripping through more than half of the guard that were summoned to the room. Likewise, Zune is just being currently dragged somewhere. Zune, you're stiff. You can't move. Your eyes are just open, and you can hear, and you can see, you can smell, but you cannot move your mouth to speak. You're just being like drugged down the stairs. As you do, a door opens nearby, and you watch as your mother steps through. Much more tangible than the illusion that was within the hallway, the projection, one might say. As she steps forward, there's like these dark circles around her eyes. She doesn't look like the illustrious creature that greeted you. Much more like sunken cheeks. As she kind of like looks down at you. Oh, Crintel. It's been a long time coming. You hear another voice speaking.
Is that the necessary ingredient?
I believe so. At least, mostly. It's more of a lure, if we're honest. I should get the rest when they come knocking.
Good, good. I need them all. They must pay for what they've done.
Very well. You know our bargain, and I get access to my materials afterwards.
Yes, of course.
I will need a bit of a down payment. You don't see you can't see who the other person's talking.
Fine. I'll leave it upstairs. I'll leave it in the observatory.
Good. I'll begin my preparations immediately. With a smile, she looks down at you, Zune. I'm glad you're home, son. Enjoy the dungeon. As she turns and walks away. A red-skinned, tall woman with long, black, braided hair. There's curling horns on the side of her head. She steps around. She has extended, like, elongated limbs and a purple, like, dress with a skull sash around her chest. There's like bags of like strange looking materials draped around her waist, tied to this cloth that appears to be made out of human hair. She looks down at you with her kind of like crooked, elongated nose, all of her teeth almost sharpened to points. She gets eerily close to you, Zune. You and your ilk destroyed my coven, and I will see justice done. Maybe I'll just take one. As she smiles, she plunges her fingers into your head, Zune, and removes one of your eyes. As you watch, as she pulls it free of your head.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there.
This is fine.
She places it in a pouch.
Take them below. We'll prepare for the others.
And she steps away.
No.
Zune, you are dragged downstairs somewhere. In shock, one might say. As this happens, the rest of the party, just out there in Silver Durai, we have Rogar, Rosier, Tristan, Varel. What are you guys doing?
Probably on a street corner, snapping our fingers.
Nyarla is also present. Something doesn't feel right. I feel like something's happening.
There's always something happening.
No, something with Velree.
You have an uneasy feeling, Mamma Mia.
I don't know. I just have an uneasy feeling.
Where do you think we should go, huh?
Might be able to tell me, are you hungry?
I'm not hungry, no.
Have you had this feeling before?
Sometimes.
We didn't see Velree leave, right?
No, she rolled really bad on her stealth check. Just
Okay.
Zoom rolled worse. So yes, you guys, especially Triss, did see Velree leave.
Okay. I knew Zune had to go somewhere, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure he spoke in Elvish.
It's been like 10 minutes.
It's been like an hour at this point. You guys were left in the kind of like mercantile district of Silver Durai. Specifically, you were left the mercantile district near there was a collection of shops nearby the Little Death, a place that Trist may have frequented once or twice. The Iron Worm, which appeared to be a prestigious smith, and the Dark and Dreary, which was a said to be run by an eccentric man that sells like an apothecary.
There was shopping, boys.
There was, of course, the Cinderbane Tower is where it is within the kind of like center part of the city, the more noble houses and mansions, and that is basically kind of like a college of magic, partly where Zune did in fact study some of his craft when he didn't really need to study, but he just took a few lessons there, and that is where he did mention he wanted to meet eventually, but you didn't get much else out besides that.
Yeah, we just saw the direction they left in.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know.
Triss doesn't know where that house is, does he? But no, apparently it's famous.
You could you could ask around, Trist. You're not, so I'm going to assume Trist is not extremely familiar with the noble houses in particular. You're probably somewhat knowledgeable of the tower. Probably, at least the last time you were here, and the shopping district, of course. There's no inn at in the Underdark section here. People don't there's no place to lay up strangers. This is
a fancy brothel.
There is a fancy brothel. It's not a place that you sleep at, though. It's a place that you visit and then you leave.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're invited down here, you're invited at the pleasure of someone's company, and you stay in their house. Usually, that's how it goes. You guys might be able to stay in the barracks. You were allowed down here through the authority of the above garrison. The below garrison's a little different, but maybe, who knows? You guys did have plans. You were supposed to meet someone at some point. But what would you guys like to do?
Were we supposed
Are
to
we-
meet someone?
Yeah, are we
Rogar
supposed to
was
meet someone?
Rogar was supposed to meet somebody.
Yeah, but the other three didn't necessarily. Or the other, yeah.
I mean,
the
you
other three
told
didn't
them. You
necessarily.
told them about it.
I did tell them. Oh,
Madame Nala, do you think we should go somewhere or?
I don't know. I just feel uneasy.
Trist, what do you think, huh? Rogar?
Well, they haven't been
You
gone
know this
for.
to be you know her to have these premonitions, huh? These false feelings, huh?
She might just have to go poo.
No. You know, you
I
treat her
ass-
like an animal, huh?
She's
not a
She's got
dog.
indigestion.
I assure you, Trist, I do not need to use
I'm
the
just-
laboratory.
You and your pettiness. Huh?
I understand
Someone could
sometimes
be
when
in
my
danger.
tummy hurts and I'm not hungry,
Oh,
sometimes you
your
have to
tummy,
go
her
poo.
tummy. Who's hurting? Who's in danger, huh?
I'm sorry that you lost your friend. And I know you don't feel well, but
Wasn't my friend.
oh.
Anyway,
okay.
Rogar, you said you had some stuff to do down here or something.
She was my everything. Yes. I told you I had to meet Divala or Dilva in the evening. I believe we still have multiple hours before that timed meeting. Unless I guess we can try to figure out where Zune's family, I believe Velree was trying to make sure she was safe, I assume. Tracking him in some fashion.
Trist, can't you talk to them?
I can, as long as they're on the same plane as us, I can give it a shot. I will cast Sending. And I will try to reach out to Zune.
Okay. What do you say?
Zune, you've been gone for some time. We were just checking in, making sure everything was okay.
You hear a response. Everything's okay. Come to House Zygim. Bring everybody.
God, shit, it's a trap.
Zune said come. It was the same voice.
It's in Zune's voice, yes.
Zune said we should go to her house and I guess meet her there.
Very well. Does anyone want to swing by the apothecary first? Or perhaps buy a handful of potions. We did not find any in the up above, but perhaps here in the below.
You guys want to swing by the Dark and Dreary?
Of course, we want to swing by Dark and Jury.
Okay.
Of course we do.
Rogar, Trist, and Razire and Niarla. As you
Getting her eye pulled out.
it's in the same direction, you know. As you approach, you see a very strange looking abode compared to much of the other businesses in these kind of clustered spiderweb network of the mercantile district. The like glowing lights of those purple sashes reflecting the many glowing lantern like fairy lights around, bathing everything in strange hues of like red and purple. The abode itself it's about a 2-story building, which most of them are. Most of them are kind of like almost touching, like there's almost no There's almost no alley space in most of the district as you're kind of walking. And this one in particular has a there is no sign out front, but instead there is what appears to be like a large strange looking plant that is been planted in the nearby like rough soil of the Underdark and has bloomed quite large, in fact. And as its petals have opened, and it does have like this like pink flower, there are dancing, flickering lights coming out of the top of the plant. And in an arrangement of words, you see words in Elven that say dark and dreary in the lights themselves.
It is pretty cool.
We go inside.
Approach the
Yes.
door. Approach the door. Tristan Varel, gripping the knob, opening it, looking inside. Within, you see a collection of strangeness and almost like that fringes on madness, as there appears to be no rhyme or reason in how the shop is arrayed. It is a collection of tables and shelves and like bookcase shelves with just strange knickknacks and baubles stacked on them. There's things dangling from the ceiling. Lots of like flickering candles placed around the area and haphazardly in many different directions. A large countertop towards the back of this establishment. Behind it, you see a rail-thin drow man. There is a fair number of plants on display throughout the kind of like shop, as well as like boiling cauldrons behind the countertop. Lots of bizarre smells and colors and textures kind of wafting out of some of the smoke. He has overly large like spectacles that are kind of like really low down on his nose, and he looks extremely unkempt, in contrast to many of the drow and individuals you've seen walking around the city. He looks up. Oh! He kind of like pushes his glasses up. Hello, patrons! Please come in. I am the master apothecary, Dingloth Derin. If you need anything, I'll be right here. He just kind of like you see him like close like a large like worm-eaten tome that he was glancing through, and kind of like just sits up tall, hands together, looking out towards the four of you.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're here to buy healing potions, as many as you have available.
The poultices. I have a few. What exactly do you need?
Ones that heal significantly, or
Well, I have various different means of knitting the flesh. It depends on how much you want to spend.
money is not an option.
Friends, you seem to be.
I see.
You seem to be quite different. What is it that you are so anxious for, huh?
I'll be honest. I'm not used to anyone visiting. Most people just avoid the place.
Hey, no, we are friends here, huh? We just come to do a little business. Huh?
Yes. Of course.
Yes,
Give me,
fine.
give me a moment. And he ducks down beneath the counter.
Just he seems to be a little wound up, friend. I don't know, huh?
You hear. Oh shit! And you hear like
The dealer should not sample his own supplies. All I'm saying.
There's a small explosion from behind the countertop, kind of like a smoke bomb goes off.
Oh no!
You're like, oh shit! He's over there.
You're all right.
He's the one who knocks his goddamn Heisenberg.
Sorry about that.
Oh, there's like soot marks. He's like trying to clean his glasses off. Oh, I found him. Here you go. He has like a large tray, with several small glass containers. They kind of look like salves, like you would apply to something. He puts them out. He goes, okay, so I've got call it like a regular strength. You know, you get some a decent slice. It'll heal you up good. Those are 10 gold pieces. These ones are a little bit better, a little more potent. I used a little bit of the of some of the local night blossom in that. 50 gold for those. And this, and he points towards these two, like stoppered, almost like potion vials. I mean, what are those called? I can't think of the name of the particular vial. It's got like almost like a beaker, like a round bottom with a thin top. Doesn't matter. Regardless, though, there's two of those, and he says, "These, I've managed to synthesize from deathroot and a few other various poisons and whatnot you'd find down here. And believe it or not, through my studies, it does the opposite. In fact, it has a rejuvenating factor much greater than anything that any of these pedestrians can come up with, and yet they talk about me like I'm some kind of crazy man. Regardless, materials necessary, 100 gold pieces."
Looks to Rogar.
If that's not to your liking, I have this. He begins pulling out things.
Oh, friend, hold on, friend. There's no need to. Again, calm down, man. We're all here.
Oh,
We're all
okay.
here to get along, huh? My friend Rogar, he will take care of the bill.
I will. You said 10 of the regular. How many of the mid-level variety?
The greater
50
ones.
gold.
I have 7.
We will take all of them.
All right. Would you be interested in anything else? Maybe I've got a lot of other things. Here.
Let's we will cut to the chase.
You look like the type.
Please.
He rummages around behind him and he produces a large like pickle jar.
Yes.
Within it is a giant gray toe floating in it.
Another one.
Yes.
This is I brewed it not too long ago. Potion of stone giant strength.
I also have elixirs of health. If you need to breathe water, I have potions of water breathing. I also have various potions of resistance that can help protect you from the various elements and hazards of the Underdark.
And if a poison?
Yes, indeed.
How many?
I currently have 2 potions of poison resistance. They are 100 gold pieces apiece.
Oh.
They're in quite high demand around the city. It's actually one of the only things I sell around here.
Does make sense. Let me talk to my accountant and see if we can afford such.
If you'd like the toe, it's 500 gold pieces.
I love the toe. My accountant is punching the numbers right now. Give him a minute.
Punching the numbers right now. Mm-hmm.
My calculation is 550 gold. For the health potions.
For the health potions. So there were 7. Hold please. 50 times 7. 14, 20.
350.
Yeah, 350.
Then 100 for the regular. So it's
Mhm.
10 of 10. And then both the powerful ones are 100 apiece. There are 2 of
Yes.
those.
Yeah.
So
I
550.
should make
Or,
sure.
sorry, 650.
I should also mention elixirs of health are basically like potions of lesser restoration. So they remove blind, deafen, paralyzed, and poison conditions.
How many of those? How much do they cost?
He currently has. He has 6 potion elixirs of health, and they're each 100 gold pieces apiece.
Y'all need to haggle about that next.
Yeah, we need to haggle.
We'll discuss haggling in a sec. I do hate haggling as well. We'll take the 6. You said there's 6?
Yeah, there's 6 of them.
Okay, take the 6.
Okay.
The giants.
The giant toe, giant strength,
Yeah, giant toe.
stone giant strength,
Stone giant strength.
500 gold pieces.
500.
Okay, we still have a frost giant one, I think.
That's his big item is the stone giant strength.
Yeah,
Was yours frost giant? Was there a frost giant?
Yeah, I have a
Stone
frost
giant.
giant one in my pocket.
Yeah, Trist has a frost giant one.
Okay. We'll take that too.
Okay.
Did you want a poison one? Poisons for anyone?
Poison resistance.
If we have the money.
I mean,
we got them.
we're spending a lot. I mean,
Oh,
this
yeah,
guy
this
can
guy's-
buy
his
his
clothes
house
gnarly
with
today.
what he's about to get. But yeah,
What's the point of
we're
having money
spending
if
a
we
lot.
don't spend it?
We got a lot right now, but we need health potions and other potions.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
how many poison resistance does everyone want? The Desire, do you want one?
I think he had 2.
He had
He had two
he had-
resistance.
He had 2 potions.
How
of
much are
resistance. 100 gold.
100 apiece. All right. So, I think I'm at like 1950 right now is what I am
Mhm.
calculating.
Sounds about right.
Is there any way we can
His
get a
collection-
bulk
What?
order discount?
Um,
And perhaps with future purchases. My friend Tristan is a man who can communicate over far distances, and we could perhaps order. Perhaps you could ship us some in the future.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that, but are you from the tower?
Yes.
Something like that. Yes, we work for the
I
authority.
hate the people in the tower.
We're not from
we're
the
not from
tower.
the tower.
We're just inspecting the tower.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Now,
As he
for sure.
says that, you hear suddenly there's a hand on his shoulder. It's okay. Give them my discount.
Whatever that
As
is.
you see Triss, there's a spark of recognition as you see the cloaked figure that you saw just the day before.
What's her face?
Oh yeah, Davala.
Ah, damn it.
She
She
looks.
had a color, Triss.
She's hooded. You can't see her face. You can't see one of her hands. You're assuming it's within her cloak, probably grasping her weapon should anything happen. You're early.
I didn't know they were friends of yours. Why don't you guys go in the back and I'll wrap this up. If you're a friend of Davala's, we'll just call it 1,000.
Done. 1,000 gold. And in a bar form, gold bar form.
Of course, yeah. He tosses
Same
big ass
bar.
gold bar, and he's like,
Oh, whoa. Oh, that's interesting. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll see what I can do with it.
I believe they're, yeah.
1,200.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're usually 1,200.
Yeah.
He doesn't break the change. He doesn't know how much it's worth. He
He doesn't bring the change?
He just deposits it. He just goes, "Oh, all right, that looks good." Um,
Got quite the tip there. I hope you realize.
Davala motions for you. She goes, "Back here. You don't know who's out on the street right now."
Sorry,
After you, Rogar.
I'm writing down potions.
Writing down all the stuff?
Yeah. Give me one moment, please.
As this
For
Nyarla,
$1,000, we better write it all down.
Nyarla looks at she's kind of like looking over some of the things very interestingly, and the shopkeep catches her glancing at some of the flowers in particular.
Oh, you're one of those attendants. Yes, I've dabbled. I'm not quite fully fledged. Well, if you need some place to stay, you could stay here and help me if you'd like. Oh, thank you for the offer. Thanks.
She just kind of shrugs her shoulders, looking towards the rest of the party for help, possibly.
Cute. But okay. Gets no help from the party.
Well, she is. Perhaps we will discuss it later. Yana, please.
Okay.
As she comes in with the rest of you, she's like holding on to Rogar's arm, like as he has to walk into the back. The back is just as much of a mess as the front, probably more so. There's raw ingredients just kind of like spilled in various places, large crates full of who knows what. There is a box, like a chest, in the nearby corner. This is a relatively cramped space that's moving every once in a while. Sometimes it just kind of shakes and then stops. I'm not exactly sure what's in it. You're quite early, as Davala turns, addressing Rogar in particular. I hadn't planned on moving for a few hours, but I'm glad that you came early. There's been some strange activity at the estate.
Before we continue, Tristan, this is Davala, the woman who you met earlier.
Yeah, she looks familiar.
She just stares at you, Trish. She doesn't say anything.
I'm staring back.
Uh,
Hands are in my pockets.
It sounds like. Is there going to be a problem between the two of you?
There's no problem.
Yeah. I'm sure it's nothing.
Our friend here, Nyarla, has had a sensation that makes her wary. A friend of ours.
Yes, the short one.
Yes. Very strong fighter. But she feels uneasy that she's in trouble. I'm sorry. We're talking about Zune or Velree.
She's talking about Zune.
Okay.
She didn't see
Yes.
Velree. When Velree actually
she
snuck
didn't see
in,
Velree.
she was like
She's not fast.
very fast, stealthy.
Okay. Yes, Zune Lin apparently I don't know. She told Trist, I believe, that she was going to see her family. Um,
Well, I can tell you that your friend, the one with the loot,
yes.
went in to the house and then it was put on lockdown. It was secured.
I'm sorry. If if that's the case, might we might have to reschedule our assault on that fortress you were speaking
Oh
of.
no, I'm going.
Well,
Might be going a little sooner now.
well, I'm sorry. Apparently, Zune is in a separate house that she might be rescuing, and
He went into the house we're infiltrating, and I know a way in.
we're piecing together that now Zunlin is related to
Mhm.
the family that kidnapped um, Dayu's wife.
Mhm.
Um, realizes that Zunlin omitted a lot of things in their
Mhm.
conversations.
Yep.
Um, um, oh, I see. Forgive me, I was mistaken. Um, I guess we are. Tristan, you said you spoke to Zunlin. She said to come, correct?
Zoom told us to come.
Yeah, that's a lie.
How do you know?
Magic doesn't work in and out of there. That's someone else messing with you.
Zunlin's from her family is these Loth worshippers you spoke of.
Yes, but it's gotten more complicated from what I understand. My
They are also
source
Mar members.
exactly, yes. My source
Is Zune a
tells
Mar
me,
member?
oh, I have no idea. Have you seen any tattoos?
The man has a cloak that changes his appearance constantly. He is never what he seems. I am unsure if he has a
Oh no, God,
tattoo.
we've been naked together.
That's true.
Sure.
I guess so. We have been naked together. Allegedly. Uh, not that I've noticed. But
Mm,
Zune has a way with deception, apparently. Um,
Yes.
well, that might make this difficult. Do you think you can trust him?
um, I do not know if I can trust Zune, but I do not believe Zune is a bad person. Um,
Sure. He's
I do plan on, if he is in trouble, that must mean Velree is in trouble. If Velree is in trouble, it means things are very bad in there. So,
I know of an entrance that will get us into the basement. Um, most structures around here don't have one, but that one does in particular. There's a hidden entrance around the outside of the courtyard. We may, and she kind of looks towards the three of you, not want to bring her. And are you three decent at moving silently?
No.
it's not our best attribute.
Well, good news. While the house is locked down, they won't be able to send people out. We could just kill everyone in the courtyard and move in.
That's usually more our style.
We'll have to be quick because they will call the guard. And I can tell you from personal experience that the guard of Silver Durai are unworried about which side you're on.
If we were to go through this tunnel, and we were discovered, is that a greater risk than attacking the courtyard?
Not necessarily, no, but if we are discovered along the way, we'll have a higher probability of a what would you call that? Being at a severe disadvantage when it comes to the amount of crossbows being shot at us. I can get in by myself if necessary, and I'd planned on already. If you'd like to join me, you're more than welcome.
Perhaps we will. The rest of you, Rosiah, Tristan, do you think we should try to stealth through the tunnel or attack the courtyard?
Oh, well, I mean, attacking is more our forte, huh?
Unfortunately, yes.
We could also provide the distraction while they sneak through the tunnels. Lead the sneaking to the sneakers and lead the fighting to the fighters. Ah.
I do not like the idea of splitting us up.
Well, you know, we're split already, friend. That's why we're in this position.
Yes, and it seems like let's stick together.
Okay, well, I will sneak if I have to. Huh?
All right, very well. Tristan?
How do you get in if we attack the courtyard?
We'll get in the same way. We just won't be at risk of a reverse ambush.
I see. I would say perhaps the courtyard, Tristan, unless you think we are able to sneak in. I am okay at sneaking. I know you are okay. Desire wears heavy armor.
Indeed, I do, but you know, perhaps I can find some way to make a sneak, huh?
You have spells to aid us in sneaking.
I do not think so. No.
Well, perhaps the courtyard then.
I can actually. I can give myself guidance on its dex check.
That's true, I guess.
You can, and Rosiah, do remember that yeah. There you go. That's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we try it?
It's up to you.
I think that's the consensus, huh, friends? Huh? We're gonna go.
I mean,
Are
we're
we
going
sneaking
to go.
or are we fighting?
I mean, I can always disguise myself as one of the guards.
Oh my.
If you are a guard, then we are your prisoners, no?
The classic. This is Roger has flashbacks.
I know, huh?
Many flashbacks of the old
especially with
the
old
old
like a
crew.
hobgoblin. You keep thinking
that
back
was our
to
standby
Dayu.
tactic. Guess what we're gonna do?
Dayu, you see Dayu and Zalkar.
I've arrested these guys.
Classic.
Oil up my armor. I love you soon.
Give him the old Trojan horse.
The old Trojan horse.
Okay. Backdoor with Trojans and oil. All right,
I'll tell you what. Here's what will happen. I'll move in. You guys approach the gate as quietly as you can, or you can move with me. And when things get loud, things get loud.
Sounds perfect. We will approach the gate as stealthily as we can, and then we will slay Zunlin's family god, and then move in. And make sure that our party members are safe.
Very well. Dean, and she kind of peeks her head out to the front. Yes. Can you watch this fine young lady while we are out? Of course. Yeah. I'd love to. All right. Are you ready?
I believe we are. Before we go, gents, perhaps we are going to split up the potions that we have.
Sure, why not?
Gathered. We have quite a lot to split up between the three of us.
Look at you. Look at this.
10 basic healing potions.
D&D is
7
best
greater
right
healings.
here.
Hell
It's
yeah,
true. This
I
is
love it.
this is what it's all about, baby.
Split this shit up.
10 basic, 7 greater, 2 superior, 6 elixirs of health, 1 stone giant strength with 2 poison resistance. I'm gonna skip the poison resistance for myself. I'm pretty high con. Probably gonna be okay. Tristan, obviously, you'll need it. You're soft.
He's gonna
Resiah,
That's
you'll
16
probably want the
con.
other. Impressive, bro.
Yep. So what's that? Poison resistance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A potion
So
of
each of you
poison
add-
resistance.
Yeah, poison resistance there.
They're good for an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they
Might
have
be good to pop before we go
yeah, they have poison damage, and then you get advantage on any saves to resist being poisoned.
Rogar, do you want to pop one of these toes before we go in?
in. I might pop one of these toes before we go in.
Is frost giant better than stone?
Is that
I
three
think they're the same, aren't they?
healing
It's the same.
potions
I
apiece?
think there might be the same. You'd have to look.
I think they
Frost
are the
giant
same.
is 23.
I think the stone's higher. I think it's
Is it?
I think they are higher. Hold please.
We're gonna just do 3 healing potions apiece.
We'll do
Got
2
10.
elixirs of health apiece.
Okay.
Stone is 23. No, you're right, 23.
Same.
Yeah, there's
Let's see. I'm gonna keep the stone.
Potion of healing.
these are now the potions you guys bought were greater potions of healing.
Well, I thought we had 10 basic, 7 greater, 2 superior.
Okay, you bought 10 basic too? Oh,
Yeah,
you bought all
yeah.
of them? Oh,
About
Jesus
everything.
Christ.
He's
My
going
God.
home today.
Not
He's
all.
going home. Right
Oh my God.
The man can retire. You know, he can be like, you know what? Fuck this shop and just leave. You know?
No, he loves this shop.
I walk into a shop and I say, it's mine. And I throw down the gold bar and he leaves.
Fine, no.
Okay. Anyway, these are elixir of health. 2
Yes.
elixir of health apiece.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So put those in there. We have 2 superior next, healing potions.
Those heal 40, by the way.
40. Okay, they heal 40 health. Who wants those?
And Roger wants one. What do you know?
Roger probably does want one. He'll take a lot of damage. But
I mean, I
you know.
have a cantrip for healing, so I really don't need a whole lot of healing potion. But
I'll take.
What?
I don't know if we're giving out potions.
you'll take a healer, superior Trist.
Yeah.
but I don't have a
Okay.
cantrip for healing. But I do have healing.
I'm about to say, no, you don't.
Well, I was looking at. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
looking at
yeah,
spare
yeah.
the dying. Never mind.
You get a healing spell. That's true.
I do have healing
So
spells.
Trist,
You
you'll
have
have a
tons of healing
superior.
spells.
We got. We'll each get 2 greater healings,
Okay, cool.
and then
Yes.
we'll have 1 extra of elixir. Or sorry, 1 extra of those to give to someone else. So we'll give it to Trist. He's soft.
Okay.
Finally,
Another elixir of health.
no, sorry, another. You get 3 Trist greater healings.
Those are each worth. Those each pop for 20 HP.
They better appreciate
then
all this
the-
money we spent on them. Get them out of here.
And then the 10 basic. We'll each take 3 basic healing potions,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll give an extra basic to Resiah. So,
Right, so I get
Resiah
3
gets
basic
4.
healing.
Yep.
And those each heal for 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Potioned
everyone
up
who
at
was
this
watching.
point.
I know that was a lot.
Let's do this.
Split up as you guys are divvying it out as you're walking.
Let's
through
get our
the
night
streets.
vision goggles on.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah. As you're moving,
Going dark.
Nyarla was like clutching at your back. Rogar, as you left, she's like, "No!" As you left her in the shop with the individual in question.
Roger turns. I'll be back. and walks out.
As you walk
Just let me know
out,
when you want the. Are we doing a stealth check or anything to walk quietly?
as we move out, you
We
begin
will be
to
eventually.
you begin to oh you will be soon. You begin to approach the large spire, and nearby is the massive sprawling estate that is the house Zaigim Mansion. Much more of
Wow.
a fortress than it is a mansion. There's a large 20-foot wall that kind of encircles the property. Manned by there are guards walking in, as well as the large massive doors that buttress the front wall here, the front entrance. There are several guards down at the bottom of that too, most of them with spears. As you begin to get close, your newfound I don't know if we'd call her a companion, but your leader for now, at least in this check, Dilva, pulls all of you to the side. Okay, I'm going to approach by myself at first. Give me a minute, and then either one of you or all of you attempt to follow. I'm going up the wall. Can you guys climb?
I can climb.
Yeah, is it a sheer wall?
It is.
Can we
Take a
do
misty
it?
step to
Can
the
we
other
look at it and,
side.
judge?
It's made out of rock. You could attempt to climb it. It would be a hard check.
Can I just teleport myself to the other side of the wall?
You could, Trist.
I
Can Rosari do that? Rosari, can you misty step or teleport? No.
Nope.
We can try.
Okay. Do your best. Try to be quiet. I'll see you guys in a minute.
Popping a
And
potion.
she disappears from
Yes.
you.
Potion popping time.
Potion
Rogar.
popping time. That's what I just heard.
Let's do our drugs.
Yes, exactly.
Ah.
You're gonna drink that
Love it.
toe, the delicious toe.
Yeah,
I'm
that's super
resistant to
gross.
poison now.
That is super gross, by the way, as you drink it.
We're taking our poison resistance potion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Consume that bad boy.
Okay. I'm going to need stealth checks from you three.
Yeah. I'm going to also put guidance on myself for this stealth check at disadvantage.
19 for Trish,
shit.
not bad.
I've
Natural
never
20 for
rolled
Rogar.
super on stealth before. in
Let
my
me throw
life.
that D4 on there.
Did you do your disadvantage,
Mm-hmm.
Rosar?
Yeah,
you did.
disadvantage was
Okay.
so with the D4 on guidance, it's a 16.
16?
Yeah.
16 is pretty damn good, dude. Not gonna lie.
It was
That's
a 12
real
plus
good.
4, so
Yeah.
not bad.
Let me roll for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, guidance.
All right. You guys. Oh, he's slightly higher. Okay.
Narya comes through.
So, as the three of you, you wait the minute. Who's going first?
Oh,
guess
for the
it's me.
wall?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Mike Tristan.
technically, yeah, probably me since I don't have to climb it.
Okay. Important, Trist. Are you going to poof yourself on top of the wall or on the
No,
other side of the wall?
On the other side.
Okay. You kind of move up and you very quietly begin to
Is that
incant your spell on you. You wrap shadow around you. You bend space time, and then suddenly you're on the other side of the wall instantaneously. We'll get to you in a
Going
minute.
to be an athletics check for climbing.
Yeah, the next person up is going to have to give me an athletics check.
Rogar? No, I mean next, huh?
I'll roll. I'll go ahead and roll.
All right.
18.
Very nice,
18's
Rogar.
good enough, yeah. Rogar, you come up and relatively quietly as well, you begin to scale. It's not like you don't shoot up the wall. It takes about a minute or two, and you're able to get your way towards the top as you very silently pull yourself over. You don't see any guards in the near vicinity yet as you kind of like pull yourself over the side. Are you going to wait at the top, or are you going to swing down onto the other side?
I'm gonna wait on top to see if I
Okay.
can help Resire.
All right.
All right.
Resire, go ahead and give
Yes,
me
indeed.
an athletics check.
Oh, yes, sir. I will. I would like to also add guidance onto
You
that
can.
for
You
myself.
can.
For a total of 16. Then,
16. The DC was 15, Resire.
Huh? Oh, very nice. Now here comes in again.
Rogar, you're
If
waiting.
you do not act too much, our lady will provide.
Rogar, because you are waiting, you need to give me one more stealth check.
Oh, natural 20 roll.
I'm sorry. You waited at the top. You were waiting. You were going to attempt to help Resire if you would have fucked up. 13.
Would have been helpful.
Resire begins to climb up. As he does, Rogar, your hunterly instincts kick in as you look over and you see there are a pair of guards kind of rounding out of like a nearby kind of like a tower-like structure that they're coming out onto the wall. And you quickly jump down to the other side, landing next to Tristan Varel. You're like, huh. He's like, huh. Resire, with his 16, as you're climbing Resire, you stop and freeze in place. You, as the guards begin to walk, and then they walk past you.
Are they walking on a wall? Sorry.
They're walking on the top of the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's enough walk space on top of it for them to walk around the
I didn't grasp the
perimeter.
Yeah.
And then Resire, you climb up onto the top, go over the railing, being very careful of not stabbing yourself on like the barbs at the top of the wall, and drop down next to Rogar and Trist. No problem.
Look to Rogar.
The three of you kind of like, what are we doing here? You watch as a pair of guards. You guys are kind of like you're towards the front. You can see the large doors that would let you into the main entrance. There are currently these 8, so 4 on each side of the large doors. These 8 like stone that look like braces that have shot out from the side of the building, and they look like spider legs that are currently like clutching the door as if they are like holding it in place. It doesn't look like the door would move while these things are anchored in. As you see that, you see a collection of 2 guards move around the nearby corner of the large estate. And as they move around the corner, they look, and the light catches Resire's shield for just a moment, and they go, huh? And they look over, and in a flash, you see a figure instantaneously move behind them and slits both their throats within a second. Just go, and then both of them like, and then they just fall dead right there as Dilva begins to motion you guys towards her.
All right, we move, crouch down.
Trist, Rogar, Resire begin to crouch down. She ushers you to the side of the building here. She moves over. You're in almost like kind of like a garden area. There are these strange looking statues, oddly sexually posed, but with like weird like spiders crawling across them and like just strange things. They all appear to be like young elven men and women, like frolicking and statuesque around this so like several fountains and whatnot. She approaches one of the fountains in particular, and you see a woman sitting on a throne that looks like it is been spun with spider silk. It is a statue, like marble, just sitting there. And as she approaches, she begins to like touch the feet. She's touching the feet. She goes, it's supposed to be here. Let me know if you see anyone coming. I need somebody to give me a perception check.
She'll let us into a trap, Rogar.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be Trish that rolled perception.
9.
9. And Rosiah rolled an 18.
Impossible.
18 for
Do
Rosiah.
it.
First you begin to look around. You're somewhat distracted.
Yes.
And then Rosiah,
It's a murderer.
I hear someone coming. As you hear the footsteps of a nearby patrol. What the hell? Possibly found the bodies that were left
Shit,
on
we didn't
the
have the
sides. As
bodies.
nobody decided to hide them.
We're not good at this.
As that happens, she goes, shit. Here. And she finds the tiniest little spider carving underneath the woman's feet and depresses it. As she does, the throne that she's sitting on, the bottom half of the throne begins to slide into the ground, and there is a chute just big enough for someone to crawl through to get into. She says, all right, follow me. She ducks in to the chute and begins to crawl in the darkness. I'm assuming all of you are following.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You all begin to pile in one after another
Once we are
into this.
in the dark, I can cast light if need be, huh?
Rosiah,
I do.
you get.
I don't think so, unless
Do we not need it?
need it.
If
Oh,
we
if you
need
do
it,
have-
I can
all of you-
cast it.
All of you do have dark vision.
Yeah.
Okay, then we do not need it.
Dilva's dark vision is pretty damn good too. So, as you guys enter into this space, she's leading in front of you. You begin to move into this dark corridor. It stays about the same width and height, almost like something was ventilating out of this area. You see, it's not very well trodden. People don't come through here very often, obviously. Maybe perhaps long forgotten. Who knows how long or when this was constructed. But as this is happening, Zoom, you are drugged with your one eye that you can see through. You are moved through the bottom floor of your household. And you are brought to what would be room B of the first floor. So just right off the grand hall. And it appears this kind of looks like a sitting parlor, a place that you would relax, perhaps at like a dinner party or something like that. To the right, it looks like a squared off room when you come inside. To the right, there is a hidden bookcase that kind of conceals the entrance to that staircase where I don't have a barrier. You are brought past that area, and there is a hatch on the ground that they open. They open the hatch, and they drag you unceremoniously, you and Velree both, down a spiraling staircase down below. You are led. It is extremely dark, damp, and it smells of old, rotten meat as you are drugged down here. There are cobwebs everywhere along the ceiling, Zoom. As you are drugged, you notice that they come to a junction, and one of the guards says, "I think we go straight." Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. And then they continue forward. You enter into a room, a large room. You're not sure where you're at under the house exactly. But the room appears to be full of empty cages, blood-stained tables, with an assortment of torturing implements bloody and lying by them on stands. Webs choke the ceiling and cover most of the area of the roof, obscuring it, and most of the walls, and various web-like pillars have been made at various points throughout the large room. There's a large sigil that graces the right corner that looks like it has been chiseled into the well worked stone floor. There are piles of moldering corpses and disregarded offal lining the walls and corners of this room. It smells terrible. You and Velree, you watch as Velree's unconscious body is thrown into a cage and then shut and latched. You are brought to a table. They bring you onto it, they put you on it, they strap you to it. And you're just kind of lying there, looking up. They go, let's get the fuck out of here. It gives me the fucking creeps. As the guards leave, leaving you in not complete darkness, because there are flickering like braziers at certain points in this room. As you're sitting there, Zoom, you begin to hear the clicking and clacking of spider-like legs.
Oh, yes. It's been some time since they've brought me anyone fresh.
A interesting voice resonates from somewhere in the chamber. You're not exactly sure where it's coming from.
Oh, I see.
You see, descending from the ceiling is a large black spider. 8 legs. It's lowering down, and as it does, it lands next to you. It is quite large, in fact. But sprouting from where should be the head is the torso of an elf. There appears to be a man, somewhat draped in like this stained like butcher's cloth.
Yes.
He has 8 eyes on his head. All of them black, spider-like.
He gets eerie close to you. Oh, they damaged you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll get the best parts out safely.
As he begins to move towards a table, you hear other movement in the room soon, and you're just stuck there, frozen still.
Let's see. I believe the matron wants your heart, your vocal cords, and she wants your gonads. Let's start there.
As he begins to fumble with the latches to your pants, Zoom.
Can't talk, right?
Nope. You can't talk, you're just like, ah!
He's like, oh, where are my manners? You may have heard from me. They call me Lordrin. Perhaps you've heard this name before. Surely.
He grabs this twisted curved blade from a nearby table, like rusty, stained with blood.
I'll take what I need.
As he begins to move.
Eyes.
What was that, Zoom?
Clarity eyes? I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know what I have the ability to move.
Nope. You got nothing, Zoom. You're just, oh shit. As he begins to move the implement towards Zoon's family jewels, a noise is heard across the room, Zoon. Suddenly you hear the creature, and then he immediately shifts up towards the ceiling. You hear a voice soon.
I think it's empty.
Rogar, Razire, Trist, you guys enter into a large chamber that I just recently described. Part of the wall has shifted slightly. And as it shifts back into place, you see that there was this smattering of thick web that when it moved, it kind of like moved and pulled to the side.
There's something foul down here. Be on your guard. What's that?
So they look over towards where Velree is caged and Zune is lying on the table. What are you guys doing?
Do we recognize them?
How many are there?
Well, you don't see anybody, Dan.
Oh,
You
I thought we
guys,
did.
no, you guys see the only thing you see is Zune and Velree.
Oh, we know it's them.
You would recognize them, yes.
Oh, then I would probably run over to Zune.
Are we on the high on the wall? Is that where we are?
You guys have entered into a chamber. The chamber's not very tall. Well, let's put it like this. You're not sure how tall it is because it's so chocked with webs up towards wherever the ceiling might be. The entrance to wherever this came out of, and now that it's recessed back into place, the only way you can tell the escape hatch that you guys left out of is because the webs have moved. Other than that, you wouldn't be able to see this trap door that you guys entered into, and it was along the wall, towards the lower segment of the wall, though.
Okay.
So Trist, you immediately run for Zune.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see anybody else in the room, so I would.
Velree and Zune look like they have suffered greatly. Zune's eye is open. The other eye is open with an empty, bloody socket. Mangled meat dangling out of it, where it was recently removed. Zune's pants have been slashed open, and his business is exposed currently.
I've seen bigger.
Velree, you look.
Shit! You disrespectful like that?
You look over. Yeah, you say that. Zune can't respond to you right now. You look over. You look over towards Velree, Trist, and you see that she has been like beaten on, bloody, and just kind of unceremoniously tossed in this cage, and like a large padlock placed on it. You go to unstrap Zune. You begin to unstrap her. Rogar, Razar, what are you guys doing?
I'd be yelling for Razar to come over and do something.
Yeah, Rogar's.
Who's the worst off?
They're both.
Who's missing an eye?
So.
They're both at 0. Zune is missing an eye.
Zune is missing an eye. Okay, yeah. So of course I'm going to go over to Zune first, and I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Cure Wounds on Zune.
That's good for only 9. So
there you go. 9 hit points, Zune. Back up. However, you are still frozen and paralyzed, Zune.
Yeah. Still.
All right.
Guess we'll work on the straps while he's doing that.
Yeah. You begin to undo the straps. Zune, you cannot speak as you watch the large spider slowly beginning to descend over the top of Tristan Varel.
What's wrong with Zune?
As that happens, several more similar shapes begin to descend down from other places in the room. Very, very quietly.
Rogar has blind sight.
Rogar does have blind sight.
And it's only 30 feet.
It is only 30 feet, Rogar. I will allow you to make a perception test, Rogar.
Okay.
Because they are hiding.
Okay.
15. Rogar, you can feel, basically, Rogar, you begin to sense. It's hard to tell. There's nothing to smell. But then you look over towards Zune, and you can see Zune kind of like, you look like, what's wrong?
Do I look up?
You go to look up Rogar, and you see the gargantuan spider descending with a humanoid torso, like a strange arachnid centaur, as it looks back towards you. That's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Whispers from the Stars.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
We did it, though. We got in.
Got in.
We got to get out somehow. We did it.
Wait till we kill them all now.
Exactly. Kill them all.
Kill them all. Leave Zune down there. She'll be fine. He'll be fine. All right. So, let's do favorite moments of the night, everybody. It was a good night. Everybody got to do a little something. I talk like Rosiah sometimes. Let's start with Tristan and Burrell. You got any favorite moments of the night, Trist?
I enjoyed the part where Rogar said he didn't trust Zune. He told what's her face they didn't trust Zune. I also enjoyed the fact that we were able to sneak in. Typically,
I'm oddly surprised actually.
Typically, when it comes to rolling the stealth check, I usually roll in single digits. And we made it in. Didn't alert the guards.
Nope.
The ones that were alerted were silenced.
Bypassed the holding counter. So
insert a lot of spell slots doing that.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna need them. You're in a fortress of death and destruction now. Velree, favorite moments of the night?
Oh gosh. It's not go well for us. I was impressed with Zune's, relentless spell casting to try and get us out of there. Never worked. But he did counterspell, and that was great.
Did counter the counter. Wizard battle.
Yeah. And went down fighting. So
exactly, went down fighting. I do know. You killed a couple people up there. It's a few less, right? Yeah. How about Zune? Favorite moments of the night, Zune?
Jesus. Probably Velree's tenacity. And oh god. I really liked the guy in the potion shop. Like this really like socially awkward, weird dude, and poor Nyarla being like, no. Like I don't like awkward little Nyarla not how to extricate herself from the situation. Yeah, I'm actually really excited to see how this fight with the three, I think you said there were two other coming down, right?
Several. We'll see how many.
Several drivers?
You don't know. You don't know what they are. Rogar, damn it!
I'm curious to see how this fight goes. And at this point, I kind of like that I can't do anything because I just get to sit back and not have to think about anything and just get to watch.
That's going to change quick.
How are you going to, do you have a plan?
Shove one of those elixirs down your
They do have elixirs to remove.
Just shove one in the eye hole, just.
Oh God.
Just here. Bullshit. Okay. And I think I will have some explaining to do to Rogar, maybe an apology. Should work.
We'll see.
He doesn't trust you.
We'll see.
That's fine.
What about Rosiah? Favorite moments of the night, Rosiah?
Oh, without a doubt, when friend Zune said that, I fucked him, Mom. So good. Favorite moment, easy peasy.
It was impressive.
And we survived so far a split party.
You did.
So far.
Yeah, we'll see how the rest goes.
But I fucked him, Mom.
I know. It was great. How about Rogar? Favorite moments of the night, Rogar?
It probably was the attempted suicide of Zune. I wasn't expecting it, so I was impressed. I was like, "Oh man, I didn't think about that." I kept on thinking when she was saying she was going to go nuclear. I was like, "What was she going to do?" I was trying to think of what does she have a new spell that I don't know about? And then it made sense when she was like, "I fucked him." I was like, "Oh, she's trying to kill herself."
It happens. Unfortunately,
Didn't work.
It didn't work in the confines of this mansion for some reason. However, when you leave, we'll see what happens to you.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
We're escaping. Walk out the door. You're destroyed on your way out. We'll see how it goes. Oh my God! Jesus! Oh man, it's gonna be great. Guys. Well, if I had a favorite moment, it was it was the shock on Velree's face when she jumped towards the open skyscraper. What do you mean I'm not outside?
I'm sorry. Sorry. It's like a one-way mirror. It's great. You guys, I mean, it was going to be a tough situation. I'm not going to lie. You handled it as best you could. So it is what it is. Soon lost an eye. Maybe you'll get it back. Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
No, who knows how many of your family members Rogar's going to kill while he's in here?
At this point.
At this point, does it really matter?
No.
But
We just leave Zune paralyzed and be like,
just leave
we'll
him
be
back.
back.
We'll be
Yeah.
back. We'll be back. Give us 30 minutes. Yeah. We'll see how the rest of this goes. There is a lot of shit that I had prepared, and it's ready to roll whenever we got stuff going. So there's a lot of stuff in this place. That's why I sent you 3 maps. All right. So that's pretty much going to be it for tonight then. Hopefully our lovable bard gets to come back soon. I don't know. It's whenever you're ready. Doesn't matter. If you can't make it next time, we'll figure something out. And then from there's no way in hell you're not going to make it after that. So it'll be a little while. But we'll hope and pray that we get you back soon. Regardless, though, that means I get to control Zune for a few sessions. We'll see how this goes. Yeah. So, thank you guys, everybody out there, for watching. Do make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Also, check out Velree. I've got links in the description to her TikTok and a few other things, I think. And same thing with the lovable Dan Decker, our sharp-dressed man for the night. He's got links in the description, linking all his various social media things. And of course, thank you guys for watching, and leave us comments. We love to read them. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Have a good day.